Yo, I'm with Wreckords Radio. We in Toronto. We live. We lit. I'm Klee Magor, aka Klee Major. Revere Regime Music Gang. Landmine Entertainment. We're here and we loving it.
What's up? This is Deluxe.
Jamie Madrock.
Man, this your man's Obi Trice.
This is Ad-Lib.
Yo, what up? This is Spesh One.
This is Spesh K.
Hot Rock's motherfucking Skot MC.
Breaking
Wreckords Radio out here.
This is Wreckords Radio. But so we talked a little bit about the history, you know what I mean, with you, Psychological Records. But so I'd like to get into, before we talk about what you got going on right now, because I do want to get into that, what you got going on with Landmine Entertainment. But tell us a little bit about, before you linked up with Necro, the Thugs of War in 2004, and you guys did the Cold Blooded back in 2006 as well.
That's correct. Listen, man, it's like this, yo. I mean, I've been a hip-hop cat all my life.
Yeah.
And I've been a hood cat all my life. I come from the street. I'm a street dude.
Yeah.
I come from the
What area of Toronto are you from, by the way?
West End T-Dot.
Oh, shit.
I'm from Finch.
Oh, okay.
Finch, West. Alright?
Yeah.
Now, so for people who don't know what that is, we're talking anywhere from...
If you live in Toronto, you know what the fuck that
anywhere
means.
between Yonge and basically, like... essentially Western Road, okay? That's
Western,
my stomping grounds off on Finch, okay?
My old work used to be Keel and Rogers, so I was right near that.
I lived at Keel and Finch for 5 years.
Oh shit, say word,
I had a house there, I had a studio there.
I know
that's where I recorded
that
those 2 tracks,
good, yeah.
okay? So, I mean, those 2 albums, Thugs of War and
that was up in the West End, eh?
Yeah. So that's where that energy comes from, you know what I mean? Being in the West End, being in the hood, and just being hood dudes, you know what I mean? Like I said, so for me, that's really what those albums represent. They represent my struggle as a hood dude coming up in the hood with literally nothing. Like, yo, I was hustling, but yo, we was on some low, some low. I would say we were on some like, I guess you could say kind of like Mickey Mouse hustle type shit.
Yeah.
We was hustling, but you know what I mean? Like we didn't.
You weren't the big time.
Nah, we were younger. You know what I mean?
You were doing your thing, yeah.
We were younger and we were in the hood.
You like
and we was doing what we was doing. But those 2 albums, if you listen to them, that's what those 2 albums represent.
Well, another thing that I feel that your style represents too is, if I'm not mistaken, you served in the Israeli Defense Force?
That's right. Yeah, the Golani Brigade. I did that, yeah. When I was 18, 19, I went off. I said, fuck it. Thing is, I was out here hustling before that. I was in Toronto. I mean, I'm born and bred.
Were you born and raised Toronto?
100%.
Okay, word,
I was born in Toronto, Mount Sinai Hospital. Been raised out here. Like I said, Bathurst and Finch is where I was born. Yeah. Okay, in the projects. Like, there's a co-op there, right there. Yep. Mascot Place. Like, that's just real. That's where I was born. My parents are immigrants, you know what I mean? So I had that immigrant experience, you know? Like, parents being immigrants, not having a lot, kind of just getting acclimatized to the whole Canadian experience. Yeah. But I was born here, so of course, growing into this culture, I'm a Canadian, 100%. And I love Canada. Like my heart is Canada. Like, I have a Canadian leaf, a maple leaf in my heart. You know what I mean? Like, that's for real. I got a Star of David in my heart because I'm Israeli, but I got a maple leaf in my heart too, and that's real shit. So I was born and bred here, raised up here. And, you know what I mean, like I said, you know, my mom moved back to Israel. My parents got divorced and all that. I was just raised, like, in a hard knock life, yo. Yeah. Like, parents split up, immigrant experience, not a lot of money, not a lot of, like, no connections, being, like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers don't really, you know, look out for immigrants like that. You got to kind of make your way. So that's what I've been doing ever since, you know what I mean? That's the truth. That's what
crazy,
I do.
Man.
Yeah.
And I think that's the type of grind a lot of people don't not only not appreciate but don't understand.
Right. I mean, you know, unless you've been through that, you won't understand it.
Yeah.
You know
like I can say, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Because I don't.
Right. And it's okay, but you don't, but you do in a sense. I think you understand it in a way where you can understand it.
Exactly.
But you can't relate to it 100%. You can relate to it to some degree.
Exactly.
But not 100%.
Yeah.
But that's what I do. So that's why I connect with guys like my man's Big Stretch the Demon Slayer right here. He's Jamaican, right? Yeah. He was born in Toronto like I was born in Toronto. We're both Toronto cats. He's West End, I'm West End. We're from the same hood, pretty much. I mean, he's from Jamestown, which is at Etobicoke.
Yeah.
I'm more like Finch, North York, Finch. You know what I mean? I was also lived a certain part of my life out in Neptune, which is like, if you know Neptune.
I don't even know Neptune.
All right, so Toontown. You know where Jungle is?
Oh, I know the Jungle. Okay, yeah, right out near fucking the mall.
Right next to the Yorkdale and all that.
Yeah, right over the highways.
Right. So next to Jungle, you got another hood, which is considered pretty much the same hood to the people that live in that hood. Yeah. It's like the sisterhood to that hood. Yeah. It's called Neptune because it's Neptune, right? Okay. But we call it Toontown because it's like that's the hood way of calling it.
The same way the Jungle is.
Right. It's like I mean, it's Lawrence Heights.
Like,
no,
I can't remember.
It's Lawrence Heights. No, we're talking Lawrence and basically Lawrence and like Allen Road. Lawrence and Allen Road. It's easy, but like that's what it is. So that's the same area more or less. It's like kind of like a Jewish black area. Yeah. And that's where I grew up, but also Finch, you know what I mean? So those two hoods kind of made me who I am to this day. That's who I am, you know what I mean? Those two hoods. That's why I'm a hood dude. Yeah. Like if anybody wonders, why is this guy so hood? Like, what's the deal with this guy? Like, that's the reason I'm hood. I'm a product of my environment. Yeah. And it ain't no fakery, it's the real shit. If I was a fake dude, you wouldn't see guys like Stretch rolling with me. You would see J-Ru. You would never see J-Ru.
You ain't see white dudes rolling about the Jungle who fucking ain't got some sort of stripes on them talking about it.
A lot of my stripes came from later down the road too. Just being an old cat, like an older G. Later on down the road, from having that background of being a hood dude, I ain't taking shit from nobody. That's why I might not get along with certain people in the industry. Yeah. But it don't mean I got hatred in my heart for them. It don't mean I got like no respect or love for what they do in their history. It just means that I'm a hood dude. I'm a G. I'm a straight dude. If it ain't working for me, if you're trying to play me or not even play me, but your ego is bigger than my ego,
that's not gonna.
It's not gonna fly. So a lot of the times that's what it might be. Now, certain men, they have their egos. I got my ego. But, you know, we find a middle ground and we work with that. And that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's where my history kind of like, that's the reason, that's kind of part of why I am who I am.
The way you are.
Yeah. But I mean, like once again, you know what I mean? Like life is life. So I ain't trying to be anything I'm not. So what I do is just be myself. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.